Hello, Benchwire crew. It's that time of the week. Week number not one, not two, not three, not four, not five, but week six. Week six predictions. It's that time. And Steve, how are you doing?
Man, I'm excited. Nice slate of games this week. We got a good, I think, Thursday night football matchup. And the Giants, they have a primetime game. So there's a lot on the line this week. So I'm excited to talk about it. So let's talk about it.
Let's talk about it indeed, my friend. All right. So, as always, we get started on a beautiful Thursday evening. 8:15 Eastern time, we'll have the San Francisco 49ers who are they're struggling a little bit. But the Seattle Seahawks, they lost two games in a row, so they're looking to get right too. So it is in Seattle, tough environment. We did just see the Giants go in there and beat them. So it's an interesting game. It's a divisional game. And Steve knows the Seahawks firsthand. He watched them play last week. So I'll let him go first here. Who do you got?
Um, I have the Niners winning. I think they'll get the job done. They want to right the ship. They're trying to compete for that Lombardi trophy. So I have them winning. I do have the Niners spread as well. I think they will win more than 3.5 points there, and they will get the job done. Just the Seahawks, like defensively, the Giants were able to shut them down, and we don't have the best secondary. Like Deontay Banks had a great day against DK Metcalf. I feel like the Niners defense, I feel like they have a little more experience and they know DK Metcalf and that matchup there. So I feel like they'll be able to get the job done. I do have the Niners money line as well. And I do think this game will be under 49.5 points. So that's what I got. Not big believers in the Seahawks after what I just saw happened the past 2 weeks, and the Giants surprised me with them. And the Niners can do what the Giants did. I think they'll be just fine, and I think the Niners will get the job done.
Yes, you made some good points. And, I was in my head, I was like, take the Niners, but in my heart, I want to take the Seahawks. But I listened to my brain this time. You made a good points. I am going to pick the Niners. I'm with you. I'll take the spread minus 3.5. And I will differ because I don't like to agree with you 3 for 3. I'm going to go over 49.5. Seattle's defense struggled a little bit. They struggled the last couple of weeks with New York, and they struggled with Detroit, obviously. And San Francisco has a high-powered offense still with their injuries. And, the Niners defense hasn't been playing well, but I do like Seattle's offense too a little bit. I think Kenneth Walker's good, and I still like their offense, even though they relatively had a down week last week, you could say. But I think they can get right this game, get a little bit better, get a little bit confidence going. So I'm going to take the over 49.5.
Yeah. I was contemplating. I was like 50-50, but I think I'll be under. But
I'll take the
yeah,
over.
you could talk
Yeah.
about the next game here.
Oh man. Okay. Get your tea and crumpets ready. It's not a soccer match. It's not football. It is American football. Jacksonville Jaguars taking on Chicago Bears, man, in London. What a game. I'm setting my alarm. I'm getting up. I'm turning this barn burner on. I'm absolutely joking. I don't care about this game. Um, yeah, I'm just going to say give me Jacksonville plus 1.5, and let's go over 44.5 points.
Over 44.5 points. Okay. I'm going to go the other way. So you have Jacksonville winning, though.
Yes, plus 1.5. I got them there, and I
Okay.
got the over.
Okay, yeah. So I have the Chicago Bears winning this game. I feel like the Bears are the better team. Caleb Williams actually looked good last week, put out his first good performance as a rookie, and I feel like he will continue that trend this week. I'm just not a big believer in this Jags team. They haven't shown me much yet. I know they did win last week and got their first win of the season, but this Bears team, that defense, I think will shut them down. And yeah, I feel like I believe in Caleb Williams to continue to put on another strong performance. And yeah, give me the Bears spread. Give me the Bears money line. And I do believe it will be under 44.5 points.
Mm. Oh man. Oh man. I'm gonna be torn at 1 o'clock. I might want to watch this game, man. This right here, all right. I don't want to undersell this. I'm gonna oversell the hell out of this. This is your Super Bowl 50 whatever. This is your Super Bowl preview right here. This game right here. I kid you not. You got
Stop it.
Jaden,
Stop it.
motherfucking Daniels,
Oh, my
and
Lord.
his Commodores. The leader is going to an MVP favorite, Lamar Jackson, really turning it around. Baltimore Ravens playing some good football here, man.
It's a pretty big line, though.
Highly anticipated game. Vegas does not know what they're talking about.
They don't.
They don't know what they're talking about. I will take the Washington Commanders, and I will give me the +6.5.
Is this your upset of the week?
Give me it. This will be my upset of the week. Sure, this probably is the biggest spread. Let's lock it in. I don't stutter. I'm going the Commanders. Jaden Daniels, I think he's going to have a big week. I'm starting him every week from now on my fantasy team. I expect big things. The tough part is
that start him this week. This is the worst week to start him.
This is the best week to start him. Prove everyone
this could be his worst game of his career to start out his rookie season.
You said that last week, and he didn't look so bad.
I didn't say it was going to be the worst game of his career. I just said they were going to lose. And was I wrong? Because the Browns just suck.
Give me Commanders. Give me +6.5. Hammer me that money line and give me. I'll go. Those high scoring though. Oh, you know what? Fuck it. Over 51.5.
You are crazy, man. You're a crazy man.
I expected to be offensive.
There's some wild takes right there. But yeah, I'll just tell you the real analysis here. So it's gonna be the Ravens. The Ravens are gonna win this game. The Commanders are finally playing a good team. They're finally playing a contender, and the Ravens will show them who's boss, right? Give me the Ravens spread, -6.5. Give me the money line, and this will be under 51.5 points. Book it. Ravens will win on Sunday.
Yeah. Upset of the year, Super Bowl preview. Come on. Can't get any better than that.
You already locked in your Super Bowl preview.
Well, I like what I see so far. I locked in my Super Bowl. If I had to do one right now, this is it. Come on.
Oh, okay. All right.
I'm sticking to my Lions. I'm sticking to my Lions Texans. Don't worry.
Okay.
I'm trying to oversell it. That's an oversell.
Oh, all right.
That will be honestly though. That's something to tune into though. All right. Divisional game. Another divisional game for the Buccaneers, man. Traveling down to New Orleans to play the Saints. This is gonna be a tough game to play, man. It's gonna be tough. You go first, man. What you got?
So I have the Bucs. They want to, get right after losing a game they should have won against a divisional opponent. And yet again, they're playing a divisional opponent this week, and it's gonna be Spencer Rattler at QB1. So I feel like they'll take advantage of that to go into the dome, get the job done. Give me the Bucs spread there, -3.5. Give me the money line. And I do believe it will be, though, over 41.5 points. I feel like the Bucs will put up a lot of points, and the Saints will put up enough points to make it over 41.5. So, yeah, give me the over.
I think I completely agree with you. I got the Buccaneers. I got the -3.5 spread, and I'll take the over as well. I gave a lot of credit to the Buccaneers offense. I give you that. And Spencer Rattler got some hype around him too. So maybe their offense looks a little bit different, and maybe the defense of Todd Bowles will have to adjust some point through the game. So I'll go over 41.5.
Okay. Now this is your favorite game of the week here.
Jesus God, that spread's that's ginormous.
That's what I'm saying.
Jesus. Okay.
Browns, no.
Okay.
See, they don't like Deshaun Watson either. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah. I guess. I think it's more of a team thing. But Browns at the Eagles, 1 o'clock kickoff, 9.5 spread there. I'll take the Eagles money line. I will take that. I think the Eagles will win this game. They should win this game. They're getting AJ Brown back. They're getting the best player back. I think that's a huge lift. Devontae Smith will be back. So I think, and you got Saquon. So I think the offense will be better. They'll perform better too. But but I'm going to differ. I'm going to take Cleveland with the points. I'm going to take the plus 9.5. I think it's a closer game than people think. So give me plus 9.5 of the Browns. I think it's a closer game. I think the Eagles could win by like a touchdown. Maybe it's even closer than that. So I do think it's a closer game. The Eagles have been in pretty tightly contested matchups so far this year, except for like the Buccaneers game where they got blown out. Other than that, they just don't blow out teams by a lot. So I think the Cleveland Browns can cover the spread, to be completely honest with you. The 42.5 is tricky for me. I do think I do like the fact that you're getting your players back, and you have questions with the pass rush of the defense. So let's go over. I'm hammering the overs, man. I'll go over 42.5.
You took the words right out of my mouth. I got the Eagles winning this game. Feel like they'll get the job done. Give me the Eagles money line. But yeah, that spread is way too large, and the Browns will definitely cover. So give me that plus 9.5.
Yeah.
And I feel like Amari Cooper will have a big game, and the Browns will score some points. And the Eagles offense, AJ Brown back in the lineup, Denzel Ward might not play in this game. So, and then also adding Devontae back in the lineup, Saquon, Dallas Goedert's been having a good year. It's going to be over 42.5 points. So give me the over. But the Eagles win, and it's their get-right game, make them feel good. But if the Eagles lose this game, there's going to be some question marks. And, Nick Sirianni might be fired. I want to put that out there.
For sure.
We're talking about on the podcast. Go check that out. Previous video. But, this is a big game for the Eagles, and they need to win this game. Or their season, might go in a downward spiral. So, I have the Eagles and the Browns covering, and give me the over.
Yeah, it's very possible. I wouldn't be at this point. I wouldn't be shocked if they lost this game. So, yeah, I wouldn't be shocked. A lot of divisional games again. Colts at the Tennessee Titans, AFC South matchup. They're going to Nashville. I like how Joe Flacco's playing. So give me the Colts. Give me plus 2.5 for those Colts as well. But I'm gonna go under. I do like Denard Wilson and that defense. They play pretty hard. And on the other side, Will Levis is a turnover machine, it seems like. And yeah, just knowing, just playing each other twice a year, I think Gus Bradley could develop a good scheme to hold them. So I think it's a lower scoring game, actually, to be completely honest with you. So give me the under 43.5. And I don't know. I think Jonathan Taylor will most likely miss this game too. I don't think he's playing, if I'm correct. So give me the under.
He is questionable right now. I don't think he's practiced as of yet because I do have him on my fantasy team, my other league. But Trey Sermon has been a good start, so I'm not really worried about that. But I do have the Colts win in this game, and you took the words right out of my mouth again, right? Plus 2.5. Joe Flacco has been great. I think the Colts look like a better team right now with Joe Flacco in the lineup than with Anthony Richardson, and that's kind of concerning. But yeah, I got the under as well. I feel like it will be more of a defensive game because of the Titans, offense not being the greatest. And they were on a bye last week, correct? The Titans?
I
think they were.
Yeah, they were.
Yeah. So I don't know if Will Levis will be healthy because remember Mason Rudolph finished that game. So I don't know if Will Levis will be healthy for this matchup. Not too sure about that. But I do have the under because of that. And I just feel like the Colts are the better team, better coached, and all that jazz. So give me the Colts plus 2.5 and give me the under.
Yeah, so it was the Titans, it was the Chargers, Lions, Eagles all on byes last week.
Yeah, so.
Yeah, so.
Maybe Will Levis might be healthy.
We'll agree there. Texans at the New England Patriots. I believe this is Drake May's first start as QB1. I believe he got the keys to the offense now, so to speak. And tough matchup to go against here. I'm gonna take the Texans. 7's pretty big, but I think the Texans will cover. I do. I think it's a tough matchup for Drake May. I think that pass rush could get home on him. Yeah, it's pretty tough. Do I think they'll go over? The over-unders are always tricky. 38.5. I will go with I don't think they score many points. I'll go under 38.5, actually. I think two unders in a row for me. I just think the Texans defense will hold them I can see them holding to single digits, while the Texans score high teens to low 20s, in my opinion. So, yeah, I'm going to go Texans -7, under 38.5.
Dude, took the words right out of my mouth. Same thing. Texans are going to get the job done. Texans -7. Got the money line as well. And I do believe it will be under 38.5 points.
Mm-hmm.
And the reason why, picked them up in fantasy. And if you're looking to stream a defense this week, perfect week for Drake May's first start. So go pick them up. That's an early week on a weekly picks video. But yeah, just feel like Drake May's first game playing a talented defense with D'Amico Ryan's defense. Going to be a tough game for him in his first showdown. But yeah, should be a fun watch. Yeah. But I do have the Texans winning this game.
This is a bad week to start him too. I feel like Jacoby Brissett's been getting murdered in the pocket.
Their O line is god awful.
I feel like he's going to get murdered. Will Anderson, Grenard, and like all these guys.
Yeah, it's a stupid week to start
and D'Amico Ryans could coach a defense too.
I don't know what Rod Mayo and company's thinking, but
that's a tough start.
We will see.
That's tough. Yeah, keeping it rolling. Cardinals had a big upset win over the Niners. They are traveling to Lambeau Field to take on the Packers. Oh, this is interesting game. You go first, Steve. I think I know where I'm going, but you go first.
I have the Packers winning this game. I believe the Packers are the better team, even though the Cardinals have looked good as of late. But I feel like the Packers, Jordan Love, Josh Jacobs, they were working last week. They were getting the job done. I like the -5.5 there. I feel like they will cover that. So yeah, give me the Packers -5.5. I do believe this will be a shootout though. So give me that over 47.5. Should be a fun little offensive game there. But I do feel like the Packers will cover. So give me the Packers spread at -5.5.
Dude, you took the words right out of my mouth. Packers. I did end up going -5.5. I thought about it a little bit. Maybe Cardinals keep it close. But I'll go with the Packers. I'll go with the -5.5. And I did take the over 47.5. I do think both defenses could be had. So, yeah, give me over.
All right. Awesome. You took the words right out of my mouth.
Awesome. Will you take the words out of my mouth with this game, though? Los Angeles Chargers are at the Denver Broncos. Interesting game. A very interesting game. You could go first. We'll see if we agree here.
All right. I have the Chargers winning this game. I have the Chargers -2.5. They're coming off a bye. Justin Herbert will be healthy for this game. I know the Broncos defense has been really good, but, this is a Jim Harbaugh coach team, okay? And Sean Payton, he's been winning these games as of late. I know they're 3-2 and all that, but the Chargers, divisional game. And Jim Harbaugh wants to make a statement and say that he's the second best team in this division. He's going to make that happen. And I do feel like it will be over 35.5 there. I feel like that's just a low, score right there. So I do feel like we'll be over. I feel like we will have somewhat of an offensive display on Sunday, but I don't feel like the Broncos are winning this game. I don't believe it, though. Knicks, I'd rather have the Chargers, so give me the Chargers.
You did not take the words right out of my mouth. I'll go the other way. Like you, I am a believer in that Broncos defense. I do have them. They're position ranked 2 in fantasy. Vance Joseph is cooking something up there. So give me Denver. Give me plus 2.5, man. And it's tough, man. It's tough. It's tough. The 35.5 is an interesting spread. Uh, I'll go. I'll go under 35.5. Why not? I think it'll be low scoring.
All
I
right.
think.
Finally changing it up, I see. I like that. I like that.
Yeah,
We'll see.
we'll
We
see,
will
man.
see. Next
Let's
game.
go with the next game. Steelers at the Las Vegas Raiders. Devontae Adams is ruled out. Just a thing to note here, but I'm going to take the Steelers. I think this is a game for them to kind of rebound, get going again. It's between them right now and the Ravens for the AFC North. Are the two teams record-wise there. So they need this game, and I think they'll deliver on this game. I think I got them -3, money line, obviously, and 36.5. I will go. If I went under with that game, I'll go under in this one too.
Okay. I have the Steelers winning as well. I just don't believe in the Raiders right now. Gardner Minshew might even be benched. They're still contemplating it. The Steelers should have won last week. I don't know if you saw that last drive, but the linebacker just flew and knocked the ball out of Rico Dowdle's hands, and luckily Dak was able to fall on it. And there was a goal line stop that could have cost them the game. The Steelers could have won. Like, the game was neck and neck. Steelers defense is going to wreck. It's going to wreck Gardner Minshew and company. Give me the Steelers -3. I do believe it will be over 36.5 points. I think we will see a lot of points in this game. Definitely over 36.5. So, yeah, give me the over. I do have the Steelers winning -3.
Okay, I like it. All right, Falcons. Kirko Chains, baby. Raheem Morris plays Andy Dalton. Dave Canales in Carolina. 4:25 kickoff. I won't be watching this one at 4:25, that's for sure. But I'm going to take the Falcons here. I'll keep it short and sweet. Falcons. I'll take them. And I'll give me the -6.5. I think they win by more than a touchdown, or at least by a touchdown, rather. And you know what? I will go. I was hammering the overs early. Now I'm hammering the unders. I'll go under 46.5, though.
Okay. So I have the Falcons winning as well, but I have the Carolina Panthers covering the spread at +6.5. Feel like the Falcons defense, isn't the greatest, and that game with the Bucs was neck and neck, and I feel like Andy Dalton can dice them up. But I do believe it will be under 46.5. So yeah, give me the Falcons -6.5 money, or no, Falcons and the Panthers covering the spread +6.5, and then I do have the under 46.5.
Okay. Not bad take there. All right, 4:25 Lions at the Dallas Cowboys. The Dallas Cowboys are playing well, but they're playing well on the road. Now they're back in Jerry World. I'm going to take the Lions here. In my opinion, they're the best. They're the clear-cut best team in the NFC, as we both had them finishing up at the end of their season prediction video. I got that. I'm going to take the -3 as well for the Lions, and 52.5. I think that's a little bit too much. I think, actually, yeah, I'll go under 52.5. I think it's a little bit too much.
Yeah, I got the Lions win this game as well. Give me -3, and I think I'll take that Lions money line, of course. And I do believe, like you, will be under 52.5. I feel like that score's a little too high there, and I don't feel like it will be that much of an offensive display.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm gonna hit the under there for 52.5. But yeah, Lions. I have them winning the Super Bowl. Of course, I'm picking them to win. Cowboys stink. They barely beat the Steelers. So, yeah, give me the Lions.
They have no run game, and Detroit has like the best run defense right now in the league. So
Exactly. So that's
my thought. Yeah.
Easy decision right there.
Steve's New York Giants are home. They're back on that terrible turf in East Rutherford, New Jersey. The turf monster will be back, and they're playing the Bengals, who came off who had a disappointing loss against the Ravens last week. Steve, the Giants, in-house Giants fan, you go first.
So, lock it in. Upset of the week. I got my
Okay.
Giants beating the Bengals. This Bengals defense is not good. Lou Aram, whatever his name is, Lou Ramamuno, whatever.
Yeah, woo, woo, woo.
Lou Ramamuno is an awful defensive coordinator so far this year. The defense has been awful. They're letting all these teams score all these points on them. And I feel like Daniel Jones will find a way to exploit that defense. And the offensive line, I want to say the Giants' offensive line, according to PFF, has only allowed 3 sacks, and the rest of the sacks were coverage sacks, and Daniel Jones has allowed the rest of the sacks. So the Giants' offensive line has been playing great this year, and you got to give credit to the new offensive line coach, the new additions they brought in, John Runyon, Jermaine Illuminor, and the Greg Van Roten from the Raiders as well, that right guard there. They've been great. Most improved offensive line unit so far this year. I have the Giants winning this game because I don't believe in that Bengals defense. And now you insert Malik Neighbors back into the lineup. I feel like Theo Johnson will get more involved this week as well. Wandale has been good. And Devin Singletary might come back. We're not sure about him. But I'm fine with rolling with Tyrone Tracy. I think he's a stud. But I do believe it will be under 48.5 points. It should be a fun little matchup seeing Malik versus Jamar Chase. But yeah, give me the Giants. It's going to be, I think it will be, plus 3.5. And under 48.5. So give me my New York Giants upset of the week. Yeah.
Whoa, 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 whoa. Not so fast, not so fast, not so fast. You just said the Lou Anarumo defense can be had, but you're still going under 48.5. I'm going to go over. I get it. The Giants are home. They're coming off a big win. They're feeling good, but they're playing Joe Burrow. They're playing Jamar Chase. They're playing a top 5 receiver. They're playing a good quarterback. T. Higgins is coming alive. So this secondary should be tested in this game. The Giants secondary. That should be a test for them. I want to see how well the Bengals line holds up against the Giants pass rush. And same on the other side. I think that will be a deciding factor in the game is how the trenches hold up. So I understand the Giants pick. I think it's possible they win this game. The Bengals haven't been playing good ball, but I'm going to trust the experience of Zach Taylor as a coach. I think Lou Anarumo could turn it around a little bit, but I'm going to go over 40.5 and give me the Bengals, and I'll go minus 3.5.
Okay. Yeah, I respect that. We'll see what happens. I think it will be a close game, though, just because it's the Giants and all that, and all their games have been close. So that's why I got that. And, it's at home. I feel like Daniel Jones wants to prove all the doubters wrong, and he's been doing it as of late. Another primetime game. Now the Giants haven't been the greatest in primetime games, but this is a primetime game I believe they can win. A game that they're not, expected to be blown out and only a 3.5 line there. So I feel like this is a game that they can win, and the Bengals haven't looked great. So that's why that's my pick there. But let's talk about the Monday night game, and this is a fun one. I'll let you get into.
Yeah, man. Robert Saleh gets fired. Jeff Ulbrich, new head coach. They got a big test. This is why you fired Robert Saleh. Is for one of the reasons is because you're competing with the Bills for the division right now. So this is a must-win for both teams. The Bills are coming off 2 losses, as well as the New York Jets in a row. So they want to get going. They want to get right. I guess I'll start off first. I got a little upset here. There's something with like when Jeff Saturday took over the Colts, when Antonio Pierce came in, there's always some kind of momentum, there's some kind of spark that happens. I think that happens here. I think the Jets win in an upset. You won't see it coming. I got the +2.5. Garrett Wilson looked good. He looks like he's coming along a little bit. And I do think they get back to running the ball. I think Braylon Allen, and of course Brees Hall will be factors in this game. So I do have that, but lower scoring. To the Bills have struggled offensively, and Jets are a good defense. So I'm going to go under 40.5 though. So just to repeat, Jets money line, I think they'll win plus 2.5 for the Jets and under 40.5.
Okay. I respect it. But I told you I'm not a big believer in this Jets team, and I don't see that happening.
I gotta stick with it. I gotta stick with it.
Give me the Bills. I know that Robert Saleh got fired. It might spark up this team here to win this game, but Bills still a better team. I'm going to take them to win this game. Give me their spread, -2.5. Give me the money line, and I do believe it will be over 40.5 points because, Aaron Rodgers wants to prove that, hey, we're still fine over here, and he's going to be chucking it and all that. And this might be his first game over 300 yards. That might be the thing since 2021 or whatever the stat was. He hasn't had a game still over 300 yards yet. This might be the game because, he was force-feeding Garrett Wilson. I think he had like 22 targets last week. Like, man was just popping off. So I expect a big force feed with Garrett Wilson. But the Bills are going to win this game, and it's going to be a fun one. So, yeah, give me the Bills over the Jets on Monday Night Football.
Yeah, man. And that will do it. That's next week's Broncos Saints are Thursday next week. So we'll get into that on the next week 7 predictions episode. Man, can't wait for that one. But that will do it. Thank you for tuning into the #1 Jane Daniels supporters podcast on YouTube. Thank you for tuning in. We love Jaden Daniels here, so subscribe if you love him, comment if you love him, like if you love Jaden Daniels. We appreciate the support as always. And, Jaden Daniels loves old people too, so check out that Facebook, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, Spotify. We're going to get Jaden Daniels a sponsorship with Spotify. We'll line that up for him. We're going to do it all. We're on Instagram. We're also on Twitter. Steve, I saw your morning coffee shit take.
Yeah, what'd you think about that?
Top list. I thought it was pretty good. Pretty good list. Not
Any
gonna
critiques?
lie. Any critiques?
Like off the top of your head?
Kind of like in the middle of the pack. So I thought that was. I think you're being a little nice. I think you could bump them down a little bit. But
okay.
Yeah, but off the top of my head, I would have to take another look at that. Maybe we could address that on the next one. We'll catch you on the next one. And yeah, do you want to add to that? Any final words?
No. Took the words right out of my mouth, man. Took the words right out of my mouth. We can end it there.
Yes, you love Jane Daniels too, and we'll catch you on the next one. Bench Wire.
Yeah, sure. Only if we get Malik on the podcast, then he could sponsor us.